any aberrant ones. This monitoring work, called immunosurveillance, supposedly guaranteed that the body would be kept clear of intruders, or any kind of suspicious characters, cancer cells included. But as the century came to a close, it became increasingly evident that the immune system was not only giving cancer cells a pass and figuratively waving them through the checkpoints. Perversely, and against all biological reason, it was aiding them to spread and establish new tumors throughout the body. I took this personally. For one thing, I had been diagnosed with breast cancer in 2000, and this is one of the many types of cancer that has been found to be enabled by the immune system. Mine had only spread to a lymph node at the time of its discovery, but from there it was poised to strike out to, God forbid, as the doctors always piously put it, the liver or bones. My other personal connection had to do with the kind of immune cells that have turned out to do the enabling of cancer spread. These are called macrophages, meaning big eaters. As it happens, I know more about macrophages than I do about any other human cell type, which is not to say I know very much, but for a variety of reasons, I had ended up doing my graduate research on macrophages, and not because of their involvement in cancer, which was completely unsuspected at the time. Macrophages are considered the frontline defenders in the body's unending struggle against microbial invaders. They are large, relative to many other body cells. They kill microbes by eating them, and they are usually ravenous. I cultured macrophages in glass flasks, studied them through a microscope, labeled particles within them with radioactive markers, and generally did all the things a grad student could do to understand these tiny life forms. I thought they were my friends. In the meantime, I had gone on to study and report on events at a far vaster scale, whole human bodies and, beyond them, societies. As an amateur sociologist, I had seen the healthcare system in my own country grow from a cottage industry to a $3 trillion a year enterprise, employing millions, dominating neighborhoods and even skylines, setting off political fights over who should pay for it, and dooming politicians who choose the wrong answer. And what does this enterprise have to offer those who are not actually employed by it? Longevity is promised, among other things, including freedom from disability, safe childbirth, and healthy babies. In a word, it offers us control. Not control over our government or social milieu, but over our own bodies. The more ambitious among us seek to control the people around them, their employees, for example, and subordinates in general. But even the most unassuming and humble of us is expected to want to control what lies within the perimeter of our own skin. We avidly seek to control our weight and shape through diet and exercise and, if all else fails, surgical intervention. The entire penumbra of thoughts and emotions that originates in our physical bodies also demands attention and manipulation. We are told since childhood to control our emotions, and are offered dozens of algorithms for doing so as we grow older, from meditation to psychotherapy. At older ages, we are urged to preserve our intellects by playing mentally challenging games like Lumosity and Sudoku. There is nothing about ourselves that is not potentially subject to our control. So pervasive is the insistence on control that we may feel that we can legitimately seek homeopathic doses of its opposite: a fling with a stranger, a drunken night on the town, a riotous celebration of the home team. The wealthiest and most powerful of us can sample a brush with the out-of-control in the form of an adventure vacation, located in an exotic setting and featuring hazardous activities, like mountain climbing or skydiving. When the vacation is over, they can return to their regimens of self-mastery and control. But no matter how much effort we expend, not everything is potentially within our control, not even our own bodies and minds. This, to me, is the first lesson of the macrophages that perversely promote lethal cancers. The body, or to use more cutting-edge language, the mind-body, is not a smooth-running machine in which each part obediently performs its